Hey and welcome back. So I'd like to start off with this game here, ICBM Escalation, the new version, or well, the new game release by the same publisher, Slitherine. If you look on the Steam page here, there's no price just yet, but you can pay on your wish list. I believe it is coming out somewhere in November 2024. But yeah, I mean, the game looks pretty good. So it comes with a tutorial. So let's jump into the tutorial. Hello, Commander. It's a pleasure to meet you. Welcome to ICBM Escalation. My name is General Thomas Cha, and I'll be training you on your assignment. Your job is to command our nation's strategic and nuclear forces to ensure our survival and defeat our enemies. I've set up some training scenarios to help you. Well, that's very nice of you all. Very nice. I don't know what country you are. Italian? Right, so let's start with basic commands. WASD to move. Oh shit, that was a bit fucking fast. Hello. That, okay, I like that. That's pretty cool, guys. That's Hong Kong, the Pearl of the Orient. We got to get it back. No, anyway, so I suppose we are playing as Europe, so it is still going to combine Europe into one entity. I assume North and South, or the Americas will be one, Africa, Middle East, East Asia, and Russia, obviously. Hello. You're not doing too right. I think this map looks a little bit wrong. Just add a bit of NATO here. Putin's just crying over. Bye, okay. Right, let's actually stop fucking about and get on with the game. I did forget to mention as well, I did receive this game off a publisher. So thank you to them. But by all means and in every way, that does not mean I am going to make a biased review. If I think something's shit, I'm going to say it's shit. You can also switch between a flat map and a globe map by choosing M. Ooh. That's just so much better. I do like that feature though, if you prefer to play like this. I suppose this is probably better for more point-to-point strategical placing. And in and out by using Q and E or scroll wheel. Okay, let's take a look around. Okay, let's go. Great, now that you can move the camera, pan around back to Europe, and we'll go over control. Game's pause right now. Let's unpause by pressing space. There we go. This aircraft AWACS is out. AWACS. I can change the game of speed with game of the speed of the speed of the game. We don't know. It's a confusing puzzle. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for maximum, and doing your circles. Anyway, you can control the pace of the game if you're waiting for something to happen or you need some time to think. In single player, you can do this on a whim. But in multiplayer, you get a time pool that gives you control for a little while so you don't hold up the game for too long. I like that, to be honest. Right, yes, let's get on. Let's talk about selecting units. If you want to select a single unit, you can do so by just clicking on it. So let's talk about, okay, I want to select AWAC. You can also click and drag to select multiple. Right. Or double click a unit and select every unit of that type. Like all of your armies or all of your air bases, or for example. So let's click on all of my air bases. I have 3 air bases. I can't move around when I do that. Right, let's try that again. Oh, yes I can. Right, so yes, I have 3 air bases, so double click and I get my air bases. Okay, this is a lot to read, so give me a second here. When you have a group of units selected, you can also narrow your selection down. For example, if you select a carrier group, you can cycle between the ships in the group using the icons on the right side of the unit menu. So let's select on a ship somewhere, this ship here. Ships on the side, there we go. So if you click on it, you can see all the ships and units. So in this fleet here, we have, oh, I like that. Okay, real quick, let's just go into this. This I like. And I assume they move. They move as well. I like it. Assuming formation. It's cute. It is adorable. I like it. So on this one we can see we've got a carrier. We have a cruiser, a destroyer, and another destroyer. So that bigger one we saw was a cruiser. Anyway, that's kind of cool. I like that. Using that menu on the right, if you shift click an icon, you'll narrow your selection down to every unit of the same type in that group. Conventionally, if you control click on an icon, it will keep the rest of the group but exclude the unit type you clicked. So if you don't want to click all of the destroyers, off they'll go. These controls can be handy if you have formations for units but need specific ones to do specific jobs. Lastly, you can assign a group of units a hotkey so you can quickly select all of them and give them an order on a whim. I'm always going to just do it that way, a whim, Brian. To do that, just select all the units you want in the group, then press Control and one of the function keys like F1. Alternatively, you can press the plus icon at the top of a unit to form a group and name it. Okay, so let's try that out. So I want this unit here. No. I want this destroyer unit. Can I like actually move their direction? Oh my god, I can't. Right, so anyway, I'm going to select this destroyer group. I'm going to assign it to group 1, and if I go to where it says alternatively, you can press the plus icon at the top. I gotta see where the plus icon is. Am I blind? You can see it and I can't see it. You had to double click on it. Don't press the plus, double click. I did not read the rest of that, for fuck's sake. Let's learn how to actually command them. Select an airbase. I need coffee. Right, I have to select the airbase. We're going to select the airbase just outside of... I'm going to butcher it. Leave? Let's take a closer look at the unit menu now. I suppose it's this. You can see how many planes the airbase has, which weapons they have equipped, their radars and sensors. I don't know why I said that. And how much health the airbase has left. You can issue certain orders to the airbase from this menu. Let's send out a fighter. Click the fighter icon or press and hold Z to select it, and then left click on the map to send it out. Make sure not to send it so far that it runs out of fuel. Yes, I typically hate that with flight. You run out of fuel halfway across, you just about land. I just call it a Ryanair flight myself, but you know, everyone else calls it, you know, unsafe. I'm gonna get copyrighted by fucking Ryanair. Anyway, so let's go send out a fighter out to patrol. How far do I have? So, point of no return. Okay, so here would be, I suppose, very close, low fuel. And then obviously out here would be operational range. And then out here, if I send it out there, it would be, okay, I'm dropping my bombs. But anyway, so we're going to send it out. I think I'm going to go send it from Kiev and go send it to Scare there. So let's go send it out. And what do we do? We just press play and we press play. And there it goes. Fighter's off. And what's it gonna do? Circle. Oh, he just went into Russian airspace. Come on, war. No, okay. I do like it. Does feel a bit like the original as well. To be fair, I haven't played it, but I had a little check before I jumped on, and it's still got some good ratings. Good. You can also toggle air patrol buttons to have that airbase automatically have planes patrol the airbase. Regardless if you tell them to patrol or not. Air bases will automatically send out fighters to attack enemy aircraft if they pose a threat to us. Many other units will also attack in self-defense, but most won't move unless you order them to, with the exception of planes. So set patrol fighter here. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna switch on air patrol for fighters, and I won't put out AWACS for now. Remember AWACS? Yeah, power AWACS. Now let's practice changing weapons. Select the airbase again and select the button underneath the bomber icon to change the loadout. You can mouse over each loadout to see the weapon it contains. Try changing the loadout to air launch cruise missiles or ALCMs for short. So, ALCMs, put AMCLs. There we go, AMCLs. Changing the weapon loadout will make all the bombers of that particular airbase use those weapons when you scramble them. So scramble, if you don't know, is the aeronautical term and military term for quickly get off your arse, jump in that fucking jet, we're about to be fucking attacked. You may have noticed that some weapons are marked in red and yellow. Those ones have special limited ammunition that has to be ordered. Yellow means the weapon is available, red means it's not. So, if we look down here, we click on here, we have to order in the weapon config 10s and the 500 kills and the 100 kilotons. So, heavy 10 megaton. Now let's try something else. Let's change the loadout for all of our air bases to use nuclear bombs. Open the loadout again and shift click the 10 megaton heavy bomb. That will change the loadout type for every airbase we have. You can do the same thing for any other unit too, like missiles, silos or submarines. So let's shift click U. Right, so we've just made every airbase, so let's click on U, 10 megatons, and U, 10 megatons. So yeah, it did change all of them. I'm really liking this. Now that our bombers are using heavy nuclear bombs, let me remind you what this is all about. Let's destroy an enemy city. To target a city or enemy unit, select a friendly unit and then either press attack or hold control and then click whatever you want to attack. Or you can also just left click your target. It is clearly visible. If it is clearly visible or you know its location, select the airbase and target Moscow. Bomb the shit out of Moscow. Let's go. Our bombers have taken off. Oh. This is gonna be fun. Come on. I made him turn. My mess up. Come on.
Alliance broken.
Oh! Oh, that is nice. That's on the normal map. I know that's there just. Oh! Just look at that mushroom cloud. But look at the size of that as well. Moscow's just. Oh, 6 million. 6.45 million population just hit. Right, well done. This is just a scenario, but the real thing won't be nearly as simple. We've only covered the basics. Select the next tutorial or return to the main menu. Okay. Not gonna lie, I enjoyed that game. That little in-look. Basic controls, and it was just a little look into the game. I thought so far pretty good. But there is both multiplayer and single player. And we'll just have a little look. I mean, yeah, there's multiplayer here. Maybe some multiplayer games. Another thing as well is new and a campaign. Fight through the complex pre-made alternative history scenarios. Will your nation survive? And it seems to be a series of missions set in historical context, such as the 1950s war in Korea and the 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis. So it looks like it is going to be a great game. They say, in their own words, ICBM Escalation is a much more complete and engaging game compared to the original ICBM, as it allows for deep and excessive customization of matches in terms of technology, armies, diplomacy and much more, in addition to the already mentioned campaign. And what I have to say to that is, I agree, it does feel a bit more in depth. I do have a little bit more customization, and maybe if enough people ask, we will cover the campaign, because I feel that that will be a very fun campaign to play. Maybe play it on the full release of the game. Something I forgot to add in there, and I'm quickly throwing it in at the end, was this. It is a really cool feature and I really like it. It's called Exhibition, and it simulates the world at a nuclear war. So we're going to go have a little look and see what is going to go on. I reckon the US is going to just trump everything. Oh, Jesus. There goes London. There goes Madrid. Paris. Has Paris been hit? Oh, what about Moscow? Moscow's not been hit. London's looking... Oh, there you go. London again, just gone. I don't like the fact that there's no Belfast on here. Madrid's time to finish. Let's have a little look around here. Jesus. The US, how are we looking over here? Washington DC looks to be relatively fine. Oh, Chicago just got hit, but I mean nobody's gonna notice anyway. What about... Oh shit. What about over here? What about Beijing? Beijing seems to be completely fine. Tokyo's fine. Sydney? So it looks like Asia's just kind of when we're not joining in. I mean, we're doing a little bit of depopulation in East Asia here. There goes Bangalore. Definitely went bang for sure. Mumbai definitely went goodbye, and Hyderabad, actually not that bad. Sorry about the squeaking in the background. My kittens have been trying to do runners, and they keep doing it, and Mum doesn't want to get them. And let's have a look at Moscow. Moscow's Moscon now, so yeah. Looks like Berlin is back to looking its old self. You know. Went for a 1940s aesthetic. Frankfurt seems to be okay. Why did they leave Frankfurt and Munich? So Berlin's okay, Frankfurt... Fucking hell! At each player here, so I do like this little screen. So, Middle East, North Africa had 14 warheads at 231 megatons. It killed 73 million people. 85% remain though. East Asia at 26 at 148 megaton, 49 million. I mean, that's not really a drop in the water, really, is it? 97% remain. Central America, 76 warheads at 47, 60 million, 65. North America, 33, as you can read down here. I think the most affected area was Central and South Asia. Yeah, they definitely didn't do too well there, did they? Jakarta, population 33 million, 16,000 survivors, 33 million dead. Let's actually look for, we got Russia, Moscow, 2 million survivors, 8 hits, radiation level 1199. I'm not seeing London anywhere. Is anyone seeing London? New York, 20 million, 11 million surviving, 1-time hit, low radiation level. Tokyo, London. That is it. I think that is where we're going to actually end the video now. Anyway guys, enjoy, have a good one.